We'll be right back after this short commercial break. everybody. I joined Discord because... Oh, obviously. Let me join the Discord. Let me join the Discord. Like so. Hello there, Fox.
I was just sending the message saying, where are you?
Homebrew. That's where I was.
Good excuse.
And
Very
washing,
good excuse.
washing my... So...
Also good excuse.
Alrighty, so... We are close on time, so let's time on. Let's head over the overlay. Overlay works like charm. And let's have a clap. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 46. Exactly 48 days after we had the last episode. So I pretty much have no clue where we left off. Because it's been 1.5 months and I did so many things. Most of the time I sweat a lot because if you look at the heat map of Germany, on the bottom left there is this tiny red huge blob, which is a couple of degrees hotter than every other part of Germany. That is quite like 10 or 15 degrees hotter than the rest of Germany. I am at the very top of that little blob. So, hello there, Fox.
Yes. Hello there. It's funny the reflections that you make at 1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, that's when you send me the weather report.
Yes. That was, let's just say the rest of Germany enjoys a chill 20 degrees. And I have 31 plus. So we stopped for 1.5 weeks, but because we did some Final Fantasy things, some prison architect things, some Anno things.
We stopped because we did some Final Fantasy things. No, we stopped Final Fantasy because we did other
did some
things.
Final Fantasy things because I figured out the submarine stuff. We finally have a guild house that we can show off. A couple of things happened basically, but it's still very warm. But let's go back to the recordings and let's head on in. It's been 48 days since Isolith Zanza was played with her buff black armor. And I think the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to show off the guild house. It's not finished yet, okay? It's not finished.
Have you been doing stuff without me again?
No.
The whole of downstairs needs to be decorated still, doesn't it?
Can you stop spoilering things?
Sorry.
I'm trying to show off the house.
It was a legitimate question. I haven't seen it yet, so it's not a spoiler. It's a surprise for me as well.
Wait, you haven't been in the guild house at all?
I haven't played yet. I've been upstairs since you did some things, but I haven't really looked around.
Oh, wow.
See, it's a surprise. It's not a spoiler.
We have to speak to Urianje, but let's do that later. Let's go to the guild house. Let's go to the guild house, which is in my favorite zone in Ishgard. And
yes, because I need to get out of here.
We only have a small guild house because, let's face it, I just wanted to get the guild running, so I needed a house. So this is the guild house. If you want to see the placade, you can come to the server Shiva, and this is exactly where it is. We are in District 18, Extended District 58, and it's Lumania, obviously. If you watch the World of Warcraft series, Lumania, the home of the Tridiads. And this is the guild house. Let me show you the guild house, I guess. And that's the fox over there. So, and yeah, that's the guild house. We have the little lookout here, which I kind of like actually, because usually the lookout, there's nothing underneath it, because the lookout has like these wooden posts beneath it, but like 2 botanist's gardens fit quite nicely underneath it. And I put some lights underneath it to cast some shadows. So I think this corner right here looks really good. If you want to leave a message, please leave nice messages or I have to delete them. You can leave a message here if you'd like. Obviously, if you are a friend of the channel and you befriend one of our characters, The estate is there for shared teleportation, so you can teleport to the this estate as well if you friend list one of us. So we have the patio over here with a little seating section over here. Then we have, obviously, I'm using the housing for gardening stuff, little sand patio here, and that's the training area. If you design a house and your training dummy is not turned backwards, that means you're doing it wrong. If it's turned forwards, you're doing it wrong because melees have to hit the backside and the flank. And obviously we have our trainer samurai here with the very first character design that I've ever done. And that is my Mikoto. She will always stay there and she will always be the way she is because she's the very first design. Yes, Fox, you look like you want to say something.
You haven't even left a message.
You can leave a message if you'd like. Let's go inside, shall we? And we have 2 floors. I only, well, made the first floor happen because I didn't want to bother with the basement for now. But this is the guild house that I've done in a couple of days, couple of sittings, couple of evenings. And I tried to procure most of the things myself, which means about 90% of this home has been procured for by myself. And we have the basic retainers here, quite obviously. We have the workshop where I can show you some things. And yeah, if you want to glitch into someone's room where you don't want them, they don't want you to see anything, just walk straight towards the door. And at some point you will clip through the door, but you need to be immobile to do so. And obviously I haven't done the basement at all. That comes at some point later. I might get the basement for guild only. No clue how to suspend that. But yeah, if you walk into a thing without being able to move, you can clip through it.
I was wondering how to get upstairs.
Huh?
I was wondering because you'd closed off downstairs and I didn't know how to get there.
Yes, but I closed off downstairs with the wall and with the Shinryu poster. And the Shinryu poster kind of fits perfectly in here. Like, it looks like a real cool art piece. So that works out quite well. And then we have our car terminal here. There's no car terminal in the game. And then obviously we have the workshop. And this is where I spent most of my last few weeks researching the ever-living hell out of this game. Because I have gotten into the submarine thing. We have gotten into the submarine thing. Let me tell you, if you have no clue how the submarine stuff works, and you try to get into the submarine stuff, this is nasty business. This is really, 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 really complicated to get started, to get going, and to get leveling. So, if you guys want to see a submarine deep dive, pun intended, if you guys want to see a submarine deep dive, I will happily explain everything that I have done, every piece of research that I have done, and every single tip I can give you, because I have compiled a huge information sheet about materials, how-to, builds, everything. If you guys want to see a guide on that, let me know down in the comment section down below, because this will be a huge guide. Probably an hour, if not 2 hours of pure blah, 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 blah. It's that much content to get everything out of the door. That was the guild update. The Tridiads have a guild now, finally. Yay. One sad little thing about this right here. The district I have my private house in currently with my big character does not allow guilds in the district. Which means I could have transferred the guild to my neighbor's house, literally, but it's not available for guilds. So at some point, unfortunately, every single house of our people have to move, but the house at some point will produce enough money to pay the move for the other people. So my end goal is to get my personal house, my friends' houses, and my guild not only in the same district, but as neighbors as well. This will take years because we have to be lucky that a house is free and then we have to get it. But that would be the ultimate goal. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Are mortgages a thing in Final Fantasy?
A Hana mortgage is a thing, yes. A Hana mortgage is a thing. But yes, this has been the update. Obviously, I have not played XIV at all. We exactly left off where we were on the last episode. But there has been a lot of things done in Final Fantasy. Also, my hair is a little longer if you look into the last episode, and the crazy hair is back. So yeah, let's get on in and let's absolutely wreck my throat in this extremely hot weather. I have prepared myself with homebrew, and I have to drink a lot because it's really warm.
How far did you get with XIV? Oh, they were still okay.
Yes, build on a stone. If you want to see exactly how far I am, Fox, open up J, your quest log. You open up J, your quest log. You go to complete. And then you have the A Realm Reborn scenario. So you can click on the first one. You can scroll down the first list. This is the main scenario. So A Realm Reborn, right? So scroll completely down. Scroll completely down. Then you will see the finish of A Realm Reborn, which is the Ultima weapon. Then you use the drop-down menu on the very top. And you go to the next step, the 7th Astral Era main scenario. And then you can see exactly where I am. I am on Build on Stone. You see it there on the top, Build on Stone. So you can basically literally see the progress where I am just by the quest name that I have, basically.
So have I done all this before you?
Yes, you did.
Oh.
So
okay, so I'm quite a bit in front of you.
Try not to spoiler much, but this is how you can join your friends' quest chain, so you know exactly where they are, roughly. So, let's get on in. Let's do some post-A Realm Reborn stuff. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, can I imagine that the antecedents pain? Upon my honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Walkie-talkie power. Azalith, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the jewel to Orienja, I bid you to come to the Seventh Haven in Revenant's Toll. We'll be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to take use of our new Aetheryte in Revenant's Toll. After all, it's right on our doorstep. So Urianger has a blue quest for us, but none of that is really important for now. So let's speak with the demon in Revenant's Toll. And obviously, guys, we try to keep this episode as an hour as usual. Again, for me, it has been 46 days, and for you, 48 days. And for you guys, it has been an episode on YouTube. So I have to remind myself for that. But yes, the Fox can already see it unavailable to free companies, which is the whole problem. So, Revenant's Toll, where do we have to speak? There's a demon. Right there.
Oh, Azalith, you're here. Good. Good. We were all wondering when you would show up.
As I was just telling our restive receptionist here, I am pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours.
Splendid! From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us at the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this all is somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He has been eyeing us for most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here.
Oh, there's actually a second house free. Interesting.
There's 2 houses free.
Yeah, that's actually very good. So you can get either one of them. So you should probably best talk to Sunny.
I don't have the money.
I can give you the money.
Yeah, but Sunny comes first.
No. It's everyone's go. It's a
I
lottery.
thought he still hasn't opened his house yet.
No, he has not. Oh, that man. I can't say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has he's come to hunt for ancient treasures of the Crystal Tower. You've seen the structure I speak of, no? Be hard to miss. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it's the remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secrets. The man over there is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than to talk him to see what he knows. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have half of a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside.
Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat, despite the relocation. And with that, Islev, I do believe it's time you officially announce your presence for everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed. See you.
The Crystal Tower quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress in the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests with the Crystal Tower series. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a Scion, use your free time to probe the depth of the Crystal Tower to see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. And that is actually important because they made Crystal Tower part of the main story quest. So this is not an optional quest right here. So we will not take it right now, but we have to do it at some point before going into Havens, I believe.
I'm on the same one.
Yes, you have to do these, so you know exactly where to find it, Fox. So please do those quests. They are major important.
I don't remember.
That's why I'm telling you right now. That's the Rising Stones. In my opinion, an amazing looking headquarter. Like, absolutely amazing looking headquarter. Sup, Blue Alfino? Where's Red One?
He's Blue Alphino's parked down in the car park.
Oh, I have a main story quest lined up, but if there's downtime, you want to tell the story?
Yes, I will.
Okay. But I have quests, so... Just a few heads taller than everybody else. Well, it is certainly spacious. Man, the wood's armor does look really good. Today marks a new beginning for the scions of the 7th Dawn. For today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be holden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties with the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the scions of the 7th Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Eorzea! A moment of your time, Isalif. I would speak of Elidibus. Pardon the intrusions, milady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldegian hath been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. Walkie-talkie time! Up. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They've never yet, milady. I fear we must assume the worst. No. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would have most certainly raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift of the knowledge, both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldegian, they may not know of it. Though the thought, it pains me. Until such time we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possibly that the others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Well, the Sharlayans can be a special bunch, let's call it that. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? Visit from the crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or Ocha? Or Puss, of which our allies will then fall silent? For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out Laha Blabla, I dared to hope that you had found a way to rid ourselves in the Ascian's menace. But I was wrong. He endures and he may yet return. On that point I have no doubt Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly. A way to spare this world for their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. You will find it will be very, very, very difficult to get rid of an Ascian. Like, very, very, very difficult. There are forces at work that we do not understand, Isalif. I discern them all around in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the Paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be yet for a while. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessings. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Krille, where are you? Oh, she's talking about Krille, okay. I believe in Japanese she's called Kururu. Just like Krillin is Kuririn. Oh, hey, idiot. No, it's Nabrialis. Nabrialis, your intercession was not foretold. I'm Enrique Iglesias. He's Spanish. No, it is Elidibus, okay. You object? We question our plans are immothon, your intentions are unclear. They have survived the Seventh Ardor and stronger now in the gift. Does it not intrigue you? No, it does not. Nabrialis also has a lisp because he's Spanish. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and his is Zodiac, and at long last they see. And an achievement, a realm awoken, means every time you get an achievement, you have done a major patch. In this case, I believe we have done patch 2.1. So let's off to 2.2. Still waters. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from the Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been a target of series of covert robberies. Minor as they seem in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what this may imply. The Brass Blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect. And the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by the lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stone's good have been merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service of a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Ishtola when you arrive. She and Thancre have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Do you wish to tell the story, Fox, of your newest acquirement?
Well, I'm not a Final Fantasy fanatic. Well, I am just a little bit. So it's complicated to explain now, because my car kind of, it wasn't dead, but it was nearly dead. So I had to buy a new old car. And I found this cute little blue Citroen C1. Very cute and shiny and very blue. And it's very small, and I love it. And it's very, very old, but it's a good cat. It's a good cat. And I always have to find a good name for my car, obviously. My last car was called Chibi, as in chibi, something Japanese cute. And this one I didn't know what to call. So basically the number plate has like a sequence of letters that reminds me of the alphabet. And because it's blue, and I'm currently totally thrown into the Final Fantasy world, I decided to call it Alfie, as in alphabet. And from that, it came out Alphinote, because he's blue. So now my car is called Alphinote, and I got a nice car sticker, and it's got a nice Alphinote car sticker on the back of it. And today the carbuncle arrived, so he's going to have his carbuncle as well.
Well, he doesn't have a carbuncle yet. Very soon, though. Not very soon, but He will get a carbuncle. My car is actually called Dragoon, so...
The fact that it's yellow has... Let's just forget that bit.
I mean, you can paint it white.
Well, no, with the sunlight being in the car, it'll probably fade anyway.
Oh yeah, it will bleach.
Yes, so...
You surely should have called your car Blue Alizé. No. That's Red Alfino. No. It's Red Alfino.
Huh? Oh.
Yes. She has seen Alizé though. But yes, that's Red Alfino. But yes, my car is called Dragoon because I got my car when I started playing Final Fantasy accidentally as well. Well, not really, but I was switching from Dragoon, and in honor from Dragoon, I called my car a Dragoon. So
I would just like to quickly mention one thing. It was pure coincidence because I had momentarily forgot that your car was called Dragoon. It was absolute coincidence that I chose and also chose a Final Fantasy name.
My car is called Dragoon.
Yes.
Oh, Isolith, your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go further into detail, but your time might be better spent in the conversation with Fufu Lupa. He's the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he has related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. I beckon it's a Lalafell. Yes, it is a Lalafell just because of the name. Ufulupa. Oh, no, he does not have a demon voice, right? He's just a Lalafell. Only Tartar. It's just a Lalafell. Oh, hello there, Isolith. Oh, hello there, Isolith, was it? Stola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it might be greater than... but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Elegance Sunway. All Lalas are either demons or emergency food. Yes, I know, but Tataru, especially because of her voice, I do a demon voice for Tataru, so... The card bolted.
Every single one. Sorry, imagine doing every single one with the demon voice.
Yeah, please no. I would like to have a voice at some point. The cart bolted off towards the eastern Thunderland where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves such as proven cunning. Yet the Amalja do have a foothold in the eastern Thunderland. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving any report at the moment, but I fail to see what else it could... Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Ungret, wherever have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check upon our Amalja friends. And wouldn't you believe it? I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the brass plates to intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of sumnus. The blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Thus, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our research elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Isolith. Oh. Against all expectations, it would seem that the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted in their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such length as to obtain crystals in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you are thinking about what it might be, I shall inform Orianger of our progress, or lack thereof. I get a small break.
俺だ、サンクレットだ。伝えておきたいことがあってね。
Why are you giggling?
Because I was looking at Thancred and I flew into something.
何か動きがあれば連絡しましょう。それはそうと、サンクレット。時折、あなたを訪ねて女性の方がいらっしゃいます。いかに応じるべきでしょう。なるほど。無難にですか。なれば、答えはレブナンツトールにありと伝えましょう。あなたの思い人、あるいは旧敵は北方にありと。己の過去に勝りし敵はなしと申します。夢夢、お忘れなきように。それでは。
Look who it is! I know who it is.
我々は東方のドマからやってきたものだ。どなたかこの国の王がどこにおわすか教えてはいただけぬか。
Interesting how early we see her. So interesting. Okay, our character obviously has a nice gear set of 115, so any gear we need until Heavensward is totally unnecessary. Final temptation. Any bright ideas? Solitary flush of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufulupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Alrighty, so Fufulupa, there he. Oh, but it's good to see you return. I have never moved. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon the most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? I don't know, you're a Lalafell. Calm yourself, Fufulupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? Someone stole bread. I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long. And then it came to me, what if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst. It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufulupa. Indeed, if for reasons of security the concerns decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored on the horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered in the moment the brass blades were informed. But such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves be as willing as to risk open confrontation? Mayhap not. But neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret. Trust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikot miner, traveling without escort, as to not distract and undue attention. But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed. And this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge of Himalaya. A fine spot for a rest, would you not agree, Azalef? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same upon to the south. Ahem, forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. In fact, I don't think you're right, Hub, with your gear, because this is 115 Havensward ready gear. Therefore, it's already from the Havensward add-on. Therefore, it has the item level boost associated to it. So the gear is just fine in high quality. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See what you have come prepared to offer them in some encouragement. Ooh. Havensward high quality gear is just fine. Just fine. Strong enough to carry us all the way to 56, even 60. And then we can exchange it. Because, again, we don't get any poetics because we don't do any content with our character. We get absolutely none that we can spend. We can maybe buy a weapon, sure. But we don't get any stuff because we're farming absolutely nothing. We're doing no side quests. We're doing no dailies. We're doing nothing of that sort. So the crafting gear that we have, good enough. Will do for the purpose of story only. Because this character shall not do most side content. Maybe after we're done with the story in itself. We're not doing MSQ. We're doing no side content. This character will not have any side content, my dear friend. This character will be exclusively played by well, quests. There will be no dungeons in between. We will do the minimum amount of stuff. So, yeah. Stubborn to the last as expected. Are you unharmed? Look at her. A gang of sea-wolf thieves, and in Tanalan no less. I suppose there is a first time for everything. Sea-wolves? All of them? Aye, and all with the same taste of facial tattoos, blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. I might just spend the poetics for Havensward gear for 270 though. Tancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon then. Uvlupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Because we already got Havensward ready gear, might as well spend Havensward high-end poetics once we reach that part, obviously. Ew. Someone looking at eye candy. I can already see she's looking at eye candy. It just takes me a moment.
I'm just getting to know a new character.
Well, I will do one mini spoiler for you. Remember him. He's kinda important. He's kinda very important. Ah, it's gonna be fine, Hub. Trust me. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to the Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were off field, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? And by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. Ah, no. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he managed to subdue the unit of the Blades dispatched to detain him, and made good in it to his escape. For the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling the subnus we have confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong, a sea wolf, a Lominsan born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me apprised of any developments. Yes, she's standing right next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know. But I must follow where the duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. What do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods, dude? There's the nod. There's the nod.
How can they see you nod? You're talking on walkie-talkie.
Yes. No, Thancred mentioned it. Let's start the next quest on the next YouTube episode. Thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 46 of Final Hanantasy 14. We're back in it, and we're trying to get as many episodes done before the next heat wave arrives, and I die of heat. How hot is it right now? Let me grab the... It fell down to the ground. It is currently 40.2. So, great. It's pretty warm where I'm sitting, so thank you very much for watching. Folks, what are the last words of this episode?
28 here.
Well, my workplace is just like in a dead air zone. Terrible. There's no, I have the entire home open. There's open, there's open, there's open. There is no wind flow here. It's terrible.
It better start going down a little bit. Otherwise, I might have to make different choices.
Yes. Until the next episode, you know where to find us. It's quite obvious. If you want to become a Pokemon, come to the Twitch site, but you can come to the YouTube site as well. We're streaming there as well. And until the next one, bye-bye. Episode 47. Episode 47. So let's call this episode... Isolith is needed. But where? Because I don't know.
So, before we start, so I don't spoil anything, is he called Noah or is he called Grehatia?
He's called Grahatia.
Because a minute ago he said Noah.
No, he's Grahatia. And Graha is a big fan favorite. Like a mega fan favorite.
He's not very good to look at, but he's nicely dressed because he's all red. So we sort of make a nice couple. We're both the same color.
Let's just say he will become very important at some point without spoiling too much.
Okay.
So, yeah. Let me quickly have a toilet run and then we'll start with the next episode.
Okie. So, where is he sending me to? Assuming we are all in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large lopsided gate found to the southeast. Oh no, I have to do another raid, don't I? Labyrinth of the Ancients. Great. Fun. Labyrinth of the Ancients. Oh, so it's from here. Okay. Well, these boots were made for walking. Walkie. Let's go. These wings were made for flying. Okay, so it should be down here somewhere. Tick. Oh. Okay. No. So. Whoops. Down here. Hi. Hi, big guy. Don't mind me. Destination. Wait. I honestly have. I don't want to skip anything because being my first experience, I'm actually kind of enjoying doing as much as I can. It gets my fingers working, as you'd say. It's still all very, very new to me, and I need all the raids and dungeons and everything that I can get. Because I'm still terrible of it. And Hannah shouts at me. Because I'm terrible. The Crystal Tower, okay. So, Crystal Tower time. Check my options before you queue into that. What do you mean by that?
Specify language option. Have more people available for your dungeon.
But I more than English is
Unnecessary.
yeah. I mean,
She has already done that. Don't worry about it. She has already done that. Don't worry about it. She has my configuration. So
I'm a new player, but not that new.
yes,
And
she
I have
has
a very
my
good,
configuration.
I have a very good teacher. Yes, which isn't Hannah.
Look, lady, as a tramp, I've been playing MMOs for over 27 years, okay? I have played more MMO than some people are alive.
Yes, I have. I think that's one of the very first things that he warned me of. Is like, now we're going to turn this off, and we're going to turn that off, and we're going to, because this is going to be. Yes, we went through that. We went through that when we set it up, didn't we, last year?
No, you just simply copied over my config, including the key bindings and everything.
True.
So you just basically got my config and now interface because you have the ultra wide. So
Yes.
it's basically just flowing easily, and it worked perfectly as well. Let's get the episode.
It is, yeah.
Let's get the episode rolling, shall we? Welcome, people with crazy hair like mine. Welcome to episode 47 of Final Hanantasy 14. We're needed somewhere. I don't know where. Thancred is sending us on our merry way. So let's look where it sends us. The Mother of Exiles. Okay, still saying exile. I need
Wrong
that
game.
noise. I need that noise in this
Wrong game.
I need my dopamine. The antecedent bid me to tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where a young Alfinord waits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Such commotion or incident, I am not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alfinord has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our treacherous Blast Blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. And let's go to... well, let's not take a teleportation ticket. It's so close that we can quickly
23,
just fly there.
23 people.
Nah, it's gonna be fun. Yes, you're gonna go in an alliance raid very soon, which has 3 groups of 8, which equals 24, so 23 other people. So just enjoy it.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
This is
It's
fun.
essentially
Oh, no, I'm not worried about it.
for you. It's essentially
is
just
the
an 8
first.
group. For you, it's essentially just an
Okay.
8 group.
It would be the first, wouldn't it?
Yes. You are late, no matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to the band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. Are you familiar with Doma? Yes, in Orthot. Well, technically we are not familiar. Obviously, I am familiar with Orthot and Doma, but technically the game in-game we're not familiar. So we're not Mary Poppinsing this and using knowledge we don't have. Well, like the rest of the nations of the eastern continent, it is ruled by the Gallian Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, don't you think? So come with me to Ul'dah, Izalith, unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken. We will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan Sworn in the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be pursued by someone, and if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Aggressive negotiations is what we call it in Star Wars. Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good, I shall see you in Ul'dah. Alrighty, so to Ul blah blah we go. So Ul blah blah. So let's teleportation. Oh, Ethernet, and let's get over here. The steps of Tal. I have to say the Woods armor really does look really good on a Rothgal.
It looks so much better than the other one that you had.
Yeah, like Rothgals are giant beasts, right? But man, this armor just looks... It looks like the most World of Warcraft armor, let's be fair. Because World of Warcraft armor is quite bulky every single time, right? So it looks very World of Warcrafty. But the detail of the Woods armor is really great. Like really, really, really great. What a good armor that is. And you can equip that at 50.
Why?
It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir. If you got that reference, we can be friends. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you shall summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness? Away with you! And darken those doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what to do. You know not what you do. Huh? Well, let's follow the woman with a Y. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know this kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Whoa, that's one way to approach it. Hey, goddamn, dropping the firebombs here. Alfinord Leveler at your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique. That's another bomb to drop, man. You want to go on a date, you say, I'm special, I'm unique. Ooh, I'm the man for you. In this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are our allies in Ul'dah. Yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourself with the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there's aught we can do to help. Let's remember that he's 15. And he's like an absolute Chad, like chatting up the girls. So Alfinor is a womanizer. That's what he is. Isn't there a Britney Spears song as well with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Womanizer? I think there's a Britney Spears.
Womanizer, womanizer,
yeah,
womanizer.
That one. Probably Alfinor should probably wear that costume that she's wearing and roll around on the floor. That would be hilarious.
This guy is tall.
Tall? He's tiny. Alfinor is... Oh. You were looking
No,
at.
this guy.
Yeah, well, that's a max height male aura, so he's quite tall, yes.
Hi,
我が
you
名は
need help?
夕霧。我らは東州オサード小大陸の辺境都市ドマから海を越えて逃れてきた。
逃れてきた。あまり良い言い回しではないようだが。
Yes, that's Yugiri, a servant to a certain important person down in Orthard. Like, very, very important. Servant of that. Let's see if she mentions it.
ガレマール帝国の属州だった。無論望んでそうなったわけではない。少し前の話だ。帝国内で次期皇帝の座をめぐり内乱が勃発した。我らはそれを好機と考え反乱を起こしたのだが。
I believe Yugiri is the very first aura that we see. Because she's an aura, obviously the horns, right? I think Yugiri is the very first aura to be introduced in the game, which have been introduced in Havensward. So they had the model ready already, which is quite interesting.
そう、敗れたのだ。私はドマにいた同族を隠れ里へ逃がした後、残った者たちを先導し、エオルゼアへと打ち伸びてきた。
まさか。
ああ、ご想像の通り。この世にはすでにドマという土地は存在せぬ。
ではあなた方はこの国に難民の受け入れを求めているのか。
I wonder if they show her face before Havensward. I don't think so.
そうだ。先ほどの港町、ベスパーベイといったか。あの港の沖に商船に偽装した大型船を停泊させている。難民たちの多くは帝国への反乱に参加した者とその家族。我らはその代表として交渉に来たのだ。どうにかこの国の王、あるいは権力者に談判できればと思い、このウルダ浜でやってきたのだが、門前払いを食らっていたところだったのだ。
違法の民がこぞって王宮に押しかければそうもなろ
う。だろうな。そこは浅はかだったよ。ドマを脱出してからというもの、ろくに食事も取れず、船の中には大勢の子供たちもいる。それにここに来るまでの間、我らと同じような難民らしき群衆を見た。どう？
なるほど。
I never liked the furniture in 14.
我々にとってもガレマール帝国は敵だ。
Like, if I were to sit on my chair like this the entire time, I were to... My god, I would get so uncomfortable. Like 50 microseconds.
You're talking. You're sorry, but you've seen the chairs that I have to sit on at work.
Yeah, well, you're a teacher. You're supposed to have a bad back. That's part of your contract.
Not as bad as yours, though.
True. Scoliosis, extra bone in my spine. I got an extra spine bone, yeah. Squished spine, scoliosis. Woo!
Nothing a stretching rack wouldn't help.
結果までは保証できないが、話くらいはできるはずだよ。
If you have so much spine pain, why not buy a new spine? Duh.
それは本当か？
任せてくれたまえ。こう見えてもお偉い方には顔が利くのでね。
かたじけない。助かる。
しかし夕霧殿、あなたは随分と変わった身なりをされている。それにこのエオルゼアでは
He's calling out her style. What a Chad. You look awfully fat in those clothing, my dear. That's what he said. Or rather, that's what the woman probably hears.
この格好については無礼を許してほしい。姿形が異なるものが現れればいらぬ騒ぎを呼びかねない。我らは助けを請う身。この地に不要な波風を立てたいわけではないのだ。
なるほど。それは賢明な判断だろ
う。理解と心遣いに感謝する。
では、私は早速ラウバーン局長に話をしてこよう。
I'm way too big for this table. Okay, let's talk to Yugri. If I may, madam, as I've said earlier, we have been at sea from some several moons and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Good madam, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Momodi! Else! Why didn't you say so sooner, Isolef? Of course I'll help! You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant that is, and Tarash, we're to have a do banquet here on the morrow, you see, but just sent the word that they can't come, meaning I got a boatload of food stuff and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Go and call Friduri and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. And tell him to ship the little Princess Oda to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Alrighty. From A to B to C to A to B to A to B. From C to A to B. And the fox is starting the first crystal tower.
Second one?
Huh?
Isn't it the second one that I've done in this chain?
Nope.
It is the second one. Yeah.
That's the second one.
Yes.
No, the second one is...
I've already done one.
Okay. Okay then.
I think. I'll check afterwards, but I'm sure this is the second one.
No, that's the first one. Lab is the first one.
Okay.
She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momoni's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I could not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Okay. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They will start to expect it, mark my words. Oh well, these seem to be not too happy to hand out freebies. Oh well. The best alliance raids are still the Shadowbringers raid with the Nier Automata. These are the best test. The Final Fantasy XII raids are really good from Stormblood, from Shadowbringers, but no, from Stormblood. They have been Endwalker. Was it Endwalker? Was it Endwalker? No, Endwalker with the Nier raids and Shadowbringers with the Final Fantasy XII raids. Right. The Final Fantasy XII raids were really good, but the Nier raids are just so good. I didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugri that all is at hand. I really like the near raids. They are really good. Shadowbringers was near. Stormblood was Final Fantasy 12. Ah, right. Yes. Thank you for the correction. I do very much like the near raids. So yeah. I dare not hope for such magnanimity. Much less expected. Mistress Momori is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Just casual 3 heads taller. When it comes to Alphino, I'm like 5 heads taller. Lady Yuri, I be brief the Flame General of your situation. I think you will be pleased with this reply. We've been granted an audience? Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You've done so much for us, Master Alphino. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. And I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them. Assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep, come, the Flame General waits for us on the Royal Promenade. From A to B to C to A to B to A to B to C! Yeah, the near raids were really crisp. Like, I really like the Final Fantasy 12 raids because they really transferred the Final Fantasy 12 theme really well. And even the Yasmat fight was like really good. However, the Nier raids just made it into an epic. Every single fight in the Nier felt like it was something epic. It was really well done. The Engels fight was really good. Like the second raid final boss was really good. Like so many good fights. What's up, Robon? A pleasure, Isolif. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
"しかし、落ち人たる我らには富も時間もありませぬ。無礼を承知で嘆願させていただきたい。我らドマの民をウルダ派に受け入れてくださらぬか。
Can she even see her?
七もウルナモである。夕霧と言ったか。まずは楽にされよ。アルフィノより話は聞いている。何でもガレマール帝国に祖国を滅ぼされたというが。
さようです、陛下。帝国は現在次期皇帝争いを起とした内乱の渦中。内乱の影響は帝都はもちろん辺境にまで及んでおります。我々ドマの民はその混乱に乗じ、ガレマール帝国からの独立戦争に挑んだものの敗北。従属か滅亡か、帝国は見せしめに我らの都を焼いたのです。
キコーラはドマからの船で海を渡ったという。難民の数はいかほどだろうか。
Isn't that Teledeji Alideji over there to the right?
商船に偽装した大型船が一隻。その戦争には200を超える同胞が身を寄せ合っております。ただし我らもドマから逃れた船の一隻に過ぎませぬ。こちらで受け入れていただけるようなら、可能な限り同胞を呼び寄せたいと願っております。 無論ただでなどと都合の良いことは思っておらぬ。我らを兵や働き手として使って構わない。
どうであろう、サカツ州の方々。
いい提案ではないか。第7零歳からこっち復興やら開拓やらで人手が不足しているのは確かなのだ。
That person, Teledeji Alideji, we kinda should remember him.
彼はミラージュトラストの総帥テレジ・アデレジだ。ウルダハ金融界を牛耳っている男さ。
異国の民だ。法の整備は必要になろうが、それを前提とした上でも受け入れを検討して良いのではないか。
残念ながら賛成はできかねますな。
Wait, no, it's Lodorito that we need to remember. Both of them are semi-important. I failed to remember why, but I believe Lodorito was the more important one that we have to keep an eye on. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I know what's going to happen, but, you know.
なぜです、ロロリト殿。現状を見よ。零細難民とアラミゴからの流民ですでにウルダハは溢れているではないか。しかもそのほとんどはすでに5年以上も居座ったままだ。不滅隊が打ち出した難民救済策により難民に支払う援助金は増える一方、かつて黄金都市と呼ばれた面影もないほど国庫の状況は逼迫しておるではないか。それに近頃は難民による犯罪も増えている。テレジ・アデレジ殿にも報告が上がっていよう。難民の多くは職を持てず悪事に手を染めている。今や不滅隊と同人団を回しても検挙しきれぬほどになっているのだ。
彼はロロリト、東アルデナード商会の会長で100億ギルの男と言われるほどの富豪だ。サカツ州における事実上の最高権力者だよ。
ロロリといくら財政が逼迫しているからとはいえ夕霧の一団くらいの受け入れは可能なはず。犯罪に関してもきちんと法を引き直し。
これは面白いことを申されますな、七も陛下。その法とやらいつになったら応答派から提示していただけるのです？
What a sneaky politician here.
アラミゴからの難民がザナラーンに集い何年になります。あの時も法だと言いながら結局は放置同然にリトルアラミゴを渡しただけではありませぬか。
口が過ぎるぞ、ロロリト殿。
しかし人は宝だぞ。将来的にこのウルダ派を強くする礎となるやもしれん。労働者としての受け入れを再度検討してみるのは。だからテレジ・アデレジ殿はぬるいと言われるのだ。人や金は国の柱だ。国の礎は堅固な統治に他ならない。今必要なのはウルダ派を強くする礎だ。風化した礎に柱を立てたところでウルダ派を強くすることなどできようか。そういえばテレジ・アデレジ殿、最近はプラチナミラージュも売り上げが振るわないようではないか。安い賃金で難民をこき使った結果、質まで落ちてきているのではないかね。
So he just made a noise, but the translation gave like a full text box. I question the English translation sometimes.
双方落ち着かれよ。では、採決を取りたい。ドマからの難民を受け入れるか否か。受け入れに賛成の者はこの場に残り、反対の者は退出していただきたい。
Wouldn't like raising a hand would be easier? Obviously the Lalafelds go. Oh well. The other two Ryoga didn't go too. So it is a loss. And the fox died.
Oh, I looked at your screen for a split second.
この国では王の力などこの程度のものなのだ。王権は弱まり、今やサ州の合議なくして国は動かせぬ。
いえ、七もウルナも陛下、ご検討いただいただけでもありがたき幸せ。
しかしロロリとのやつめ腹立たしい。リトルアラミゴの現状は陸路による東方貿易を放棄したやつの責任もあるではないか。はるか遠方から必死の思いで来たのだ。なんとかしてやりたいのだが。
ようやくグランドカンパニーを軌道に乗せたというのに、この国は未だ一つになりきれてはおらん。共和派、いやロロリトが力を持ちすぎている。このままではいずれ。すまない、内輪の話だな。
That was a long cutscene. Oh. As you observed, Lorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah! I'll waste no more words on him. Not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. Okie Hall of Flames. Oh, that's at the guild counter. Okay. Okie dokie. I believe Lolorito is the one who will be the important one in a few patches. So it will be quite important to keep in mind. Bruh. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monetarists have made their position clear. Agreed, Molda is not an option. Nor are Limsa or Gradania, I judge given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope for better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of a great nation. The Waking Sands, hello, it's empty. Minfilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap even just a few days. Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Silence of the Seventh Dawns, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it's frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comfort of a most well-established yawn. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as the frontier hands, hard labor, lest you doubt, with not safe food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you have yourself proposed, Lady Yugiri. Though I will not hear a single word said against our beloved Ulda, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphinod, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life of your people go to one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Ulda Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Izalith. Lady Yuri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Do you think the favorite dating app of the Immortal Flames is Tinder? He's muted.
Not muted.
I mean, you know, they all have their elegant stones. They have probably Tinder on it because Immortal Flames, like, it never dies.
Terrible. Terrible.
We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll much too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momori has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. What news? What news from the Riddermark? Which movie? What news from the Riddermark? Which movie? Ah, she's pretending to be muted. She's pretending to be muted.
I can't remember. I can't think
Lord
of
of the
moment.
Rings, when Gimli and Legolas and
Yes, I know it's Lord.
Aragorn.
I know it's Lord of the Rings, but I don't know which one of the three.
It's the second one. Because Gimli, Aragorn and Legolas were hunting Merry and Pippin because they were, well, snatched by the orcs, and therefore, they ran into the Rohirrim.
Yes, I remember that bit, but I don't know the exact quotes. I haven't seen it 3,331 times like you. I've only seen it 2,858 times.
My real number is way higher than that.
Well, yeah,
Transportation
mine is too.
remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Frames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services with the 77 caravans on Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin to contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it's the least that I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ulda, Lady Yugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Well, technically in Doma, not in Revenant's Toll. You can't speak for us. So. Well, it sounds like we have all work to do, Lady Yugiri. Let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangements, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested in your own road-weary legs, of course. What do you say? Yugiri's game, okay. As we speak, the Domans prepared for departure at Vesper Bay, where from they will be transported by the carriage to Ulda. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees require some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Isolif, I would have you to return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosan when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Return to the Waking Sands, I guess. So let's go to Vesper Bay. And I still need to make thumbnails. Last time when I did thumbnails, I had my character here. And well, this has really good lighting conditions. So I will probably spend next couple of days gaining some nice screenshots and doing some thumbnail character screenshots. Because I still haven't done that. Because, well, 48 days happens. So...
Lazy so-and-so, you haven't done anything. Do I still get a Valina?
No. that dough has sailed. Greetings! Alfinor informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though ashamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance of what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but I might trouble you to help around the children that have been given into my care. They are the most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. Alrighty. So let's round up the children, let's enslave them, and let's sell them as hemoglobin farms. What? That's not Rimworld? Oh shit, sorry.
I have a question.
Oh no.
How does a dough sail?
Well, depending how the dough has been fermented, it will rise on top of water, so it doesn't sink down because of all of the air bubbles in it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hazan. Will you be coming with us to Uldam? I hear we're traveling by horse-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but what's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry. I already told them to get here for the carriages. I'll need your help though. We're just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still hiding, and since Lady Yuri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Oh well. Let's use our flying mount for our advantage.
Hey, you're not Yazan. Who are you? I'm Kwaru. Live Sunset. I don't know what anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're the one of those stallions, were you? No, Scions. Then you must know Lady Yuri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek too. All right, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Live.
That's how kids speak. You know?
How do I get out of here?
How you get out of here? Well, you go to the end of the path and get out of there.
But it won't let me.
Press the door.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, what? No, what?
It wasn't letting me. No, I wasn't. It wasn't letting me go around the corner.
Yeah. So let's find more children, but I can't see any of them because they're playing hide and freaking seek, so... Still not here, still not here. Where's hide and seek? They're probably in the building somewhere. No? Not in the building? Oh, have to play hide and seek, I guess. Not in the building. Oh, well, great. So, anyone in front of the carriages? No? Oh, well. Where the hell are these things they call children? Terrible things.
Where would you hide if you were a child?
Yes, why would you? We have found
Where
one.
would you?
Where would I hide? I don't know, wherever food is.
No.
Yes. I don't know. I would probably hide with someone where nobody can find me, especially a nosy player like me. So, yeah. There's one.
What, you playing? Oh, no fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. Oh, we get to ride a horse-bird carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary, but if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go.
Obviously, I mean, they're children, right? Was anyone here in the tent? No. So if one was here, and then there's the other one. Oh well. So what kind of voice does this one have?
Now did you find me? But guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this? I mean, the Garlands didn't find me.
Just as well I didn't talk much.
Wonderful! All the children are accounted. Hide and seek, yeah? I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Yuri thought it best that children know what to do, just in case the Gauleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us. But I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. So... And we have time. We obviously do 1 hour per episode, and 1 hour has already been spent. So thank you very much for watching. You know where to find us if you want to become a Pokemon down in the chat below. Twitch.tv/Hanasaki. You can also come to youtube.com LivePlay HCTV. We also have socials. This thing right here manages the socials, so if you see any stupid things, you can probably tell bad things about me, and she will agree. So
Yes, please do.
yes. Otherwise, on YouTube, please, we YouTubers have to ask this. Please comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. It helps the video in the algorithm. I don't like saying it, but we have to. So, guys, you know where to find us. The Final Fantasy series is roughly 300 episodes away from Dawn Trail. So, I don't think we're gonna make it until Evercold. It's so much content. Yeah. So, thank you very much for watching. We'll see each other in the next episode. Bye-bye. So, yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it until ever. I'm not so sure.
We need to link the socials.
Huh?
We need to link the socials on
Yes.
Twitch.
What do we call this episode? Escorting the Doman refugees. We call it. And I guess without much further ado-ba dooby-dooby-doo, let's grab a new drink. Dunk. If a glass is like being hit in India, does it make a different noise? Instead of a badink, does it make a badunk?
Oh my god. That was terrible. That was terrible.
Badunk. Dungadi bungadingado. So let's get going. Episode 48, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Final Hanantasy 14. Let's do that intro again.
Yes, please.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 48 of Final Hanantasy 14. I'm talking really fast, and this is the second take. Hi! Welcome to the series that takes a very long time to play through. The Fox is still here, I'm still here, Hop is still here as his Pokemon. If you want to become a Pokemon, twitch.tv/Hanazaki. Let's escort the Dormans, shall we? And the game's not there. Why is the game not there? There's the game, so let's continue. You want to say something, Fox?
No, I was just going to talk about fans.
Fans? Okay.
Not the kind that you think.
Well, I don't have much fans, so...
I mean, no. We actually do have a lot of fans. I mean, I have one next to me here. You have a couple next to you in your room. I have one upstairs for when I go to bed. We do have a lot of fans.
Okay. I will concede that point. Why we adventure?
Yeah.
Why
we winter?
Why we adventure? The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest of the regular intervals. And my family and I, including my stubborn old father Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by the Brass Blades, it would give us a great comfort if you agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Alrighty. But does he have a motorized couch if he's the couchman? Like as a mount?
He's a coachman, not a couchman.
Oh.
I'm not going to allow you that one.
Eager off to be, are ye? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with ye about that. Runner from the Blade says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie has been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be someone's eyes be playing tricks on him, but of course I don't play to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around, make sure the area is safe and like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied with the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me that the road's there safe, so I reckon we can make it there as far as on our own. Assuming the self-same bossa doesn't try to rob us, that is. Alrighty. Let's go out and smash a few things because we're a warrior and that's what we do. So... And obviously the fox is talking to Nickelback. And every time he looks at it, it makes him keck. Because he looks at his Magitech. I'm getting the head shakes.
Terrible. Terrible.
So there's our marker. Purple marker always means a fight. Oh no, it's a wandering eye. I'm so scared. What shall I do? What shall I do? You can actually stay in there and just turn around. The paralysis will not hit you outside of a hit turn, obviously. But if you stay in a paralysis attack and just look away, nothing will hit you. So that's quite cool. So where is the carriage? So there was a beastie, was being the operative word, eh? I'd like to have a chocobo. Best animal ever. Thrombos are cool too. Well fought, madam. Well fought. Ah, if I only were in better health, I should have been proud to stand by your side. Don't smother me like that. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities conclude acts of daring do. And there we have the next isekai protagonist falling down, breaking his neck. Be that as it may, I cannot help but to envy you. Had we been able to call upon our heroes of strength and your skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Yuguri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. Are we, like, preparing for Stormblood or what's going on with so much content? She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, and the promise for a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? I get the feeling they wanted to do Stormblood, but something went wrong and they went Havens instead, and they needed more time for Stormblood. It kind of feels like it. In kind father, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Ooh, shaky cam. And they kicked away the old man. Very anime. Very anime. Hey, Miss Islev, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Money. To gain power, to win glory, to amass fortune, to go wherever the wild rose blooms. Oh, I'm not using that one. I'm not using that one. Because that's the secret word of the Scions. I'm not using that one.
Because I made the mistake, I used that one.
That's the secret word for the Scions. You can't just give that out to people.
I thought it was connected.
The fox just gave away the secret for the Scions. Casually. Can't trust her. To amass some fortune. Money, eh? Yes, I want money too. I could do a lot of things if I had some, well, any. Well, yes, you could buy some food because I'm really hungry. It's my turn now! Excuse me, Miss Isolith, I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? Oh god. It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. It's a bastion of civilization in harsh and unforgiving wilderness. It's home to the science of the seventh dawn. Is it a stone thrown from an imperial castrum? Let's choose that one because that's facetious. Ah, you can't fool me. No one ever would ever live in a close to a castrum. Liar, liar, breach is on fire. Okay. Very anime right now. Enough, Quaru! It's my turn again, Miss Isolith! When I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? You have to do 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 100 push-ups, and run 10 kilometers a day. Do you know that reference, Fox?
Isn't that dodgeball?
No. That's
No.
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. If
Yeah, I
you can
know that
dodge
one.
traffic, you can dodge a ball. It's from a very good manga slash anime. Well, the anime is subpar quality, unfortunately, in the last season. One Punch Man.
Ah, no, I haven't seen that.
The manga is really good. The anime, season 1's great. After that, it goes very, very, very steep down. A way to become more powerful. Buy weapons and armor from Rowena. Rowena, is she nice? Well, she likes money. Are her weapons cheap? No. I don't have any money at the moment, but my father might. I'll have to ask him. Oh, he can't afford it. Alright, alright. That's enough questions for Miss Isolith. That's not fair! Why does Yosan get to ask 2 questions? True siblings. I want to know about adventuring as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? No. Oh, now she answered for me. Terrible. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Isolith. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. I don't know. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked. Just like Miss Isolith and Lady Yugri. Sure. Yeah, just like Miss Isolith and Lady Yugri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Okay. I wonder why the helium tanks are of any importance. It's a carriage. It has wheels. It's pulled by a chocobo. What do they even do? Like, for reals, let's look at this design, alright? Oh, it doesn't have wheels. Well, that's stupid. You know, wheels kinda work and are cheap to produce. And probably are less prone to issues like these air tanks. Just use some wheels. Like, it's not that complicated. Yeah, it's fantasy. I know. It's fantasy. Let's go to the quick shant. And before we continue with the quick shant, I have to get my oven on preheat because I'm hungry and I know what to eat later. So. Didn't take a minute. So let's talk to Master Alfie Bob. There's the eye candy, but we're not looking at it because we already did twice. Or 3 times? Or 4 times? Something like that. Alfie! Ah, Isolif! I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No. I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. In all due respect, it is past time Lady Yugiri meet with the guild representatives at Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Tanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman's delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slavborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild's emissary. If both meetings go well, the result ties should stand the Domans in good stead for which is to come. Safe travels, Isolif. So, speak to Revenant's Toll. So let's speak to Revenant's Toll. Let's move over there. Can you imagine Final Fantasy without teleportation, just like World of Warcraft, and you have to travel everywhere by foot? That would suck. That would suck so badly.
No, thank you.
That would be awful. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. Greet you all as friends, and I bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, Raisin Creed don't enter into here. We welcome guests of all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slavborn, and you may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head to... You needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slavborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of our long and fruitful relationship. Yeah, I have the feeling that Stormblood was planned, something went wrong, and then they decided to do Havens at some point. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells, Isolif. Why are you wasting your time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. Technically, Alphinaud is the leader of these Scions and not Minfilia, but details. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Because Minfilia kinda like gave the leading scepter to Alfie when in her absence. So details. A cute scene. He's walkie-talking. There's no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesian continue to meet with failure. Orianga has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will preserve, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? Am I given to understand you were kept quite busy in the Vesper Bay? Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, and not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. Oh, Fox, you will probably like the leader of Stormblood. I think you will like the leader of Stormblood. Oh yeah, I think you will like him. Oh, he's eye candy. He's a lot of eye candy. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. I'm pretty sure you will like the leader of Stormblood.
When will I meet him?
In Stormblood.
Yes, I know, but...
When you reach Stormblood. Your answers please me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event of that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slavborn, ye Lady Yugiri. Iselif. Lamin and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival, though I must admit I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Ishtola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon arrival. The doors flip open and she's here.
どうだ足取りはつかめたか
Oh, I get a break.
ええ、思った通り犯人は海賊団海蛇の下の連中ね。
やはりそうか。
Umihebi, which means ocean snakes. So sure, I think. So it is the Sahagin.
こっちに何か動きはあった？
いや、静かなものさ。アマルジャ族は時折フリートを召喚しているが、溜め込んでいたクリスタルを使っているようだ。ウリエンジェからも目立った動きは報告されてない。
決まりね。どういうこと？ここ最近頻発していたザナラーンのクリスタルの消失。当初はアマルジャ族に流れていると思っていたわ。でも実際には流れていた先は海の向こう、バイルブランド島だった。
ラノシアに？確かにしばらくおとなしかったサハギン族がここに来て活発に動いているという情報があるけど、まさかバンシン・リヴァイアさんを召喚しようとしているの？
Leviathan, Leviathan.
残念だけどその通りよ。先のアマジナ鉱山社の事件を追ううちに海賊の関連を匂わせる証拠を見つけたの。そこで私はリムサロミンサに行って調査をしていた。
Funnily, Leviathan is the fight in Shadowbringers that I did my best parse on, which is a 97, which is my highest parse that I ever did. It was pretty good. We don't parse here, just saying. Someone parsed me.
国家団の調査隊に同行した結果、サハギン族によるバンシン・リヴァイアさんの召喚は目前に迫っているとの結論に達したわ。そして奴らは不滅なるものという
何かしらの力を手に入れている。
She sees the same thing as we do.
このエーテルの乱れ、想像以上ね。
Oh, there he is, the Leviathan crystal.
やはり神下ろしの準備を。
I'd like to know how crystals work in Final Fantasy. Because we have the 6 elements, right? But they just said they stole crystals. Okay, they stole crystals, but Leviathan needs water crystals. So if they just steal any crystal, does that work for Leviathan? Or do they specifically need water crystal? Because they said they stole crystals. Okay, but you can't just drop, I don't know, earth crystals because we're in Thanalan, right? Or fire crystals at Leviathan and go like, you know, here, Leviathan, take them. Right? So, shouldn't they have specified that they stole water crystals? Seems like a logic error.
すべての準備は整った。我らが神を招き、ヒレナシどもを一掃する。そして、この力を解き放って、不滅なるものへと昇華し、あの方と同じ永遠なる時を手に入れる。
He probably models for his dentist.
我らの海を取り戻す時が来たのだ。うわっしゃ
あの方
Oh my god, I recognize that soundbite. Okay, that soundbite is, I believe, from a PlayStation 2 game called Drakan the Ancient Gates. And I believe that sound was made by the trogs in the swamp. Very specific, I know. But I recognize that soundbite. I'm usually pretty good when it comes to these soundbite things. So... Oh, the flashbang, by the way. I even don't know the flashbang number. I have no clue.
不滅なるもの。二人とも大丈夫？
今、あなたも見たのね。
Yes, because you also have the echo.
不滅なるもの。永遠の時。つまりは不死の存在。おそらく白き衣のアシエンエルディブスが言っていたことよ。だとしたらあのサハ銀族は超える力を持っているというの？
メルウィブ提督から万神リヴァイアさん召喚の阻止、それに万が一の事態に備えて暁の力を借りたいと申し出があったわ。
万神問題となれば断る理由はありません。ニムサロミンさえ向かいましょう。
We still have 30 minutes. Will we fight Leviathan? That would be cool.
タダルさん、留守をお願い。
Oh no, the demon is speaking.
おいおい、本気かミンフィリア。
どうしても確かめなくてはならないことがあるの。答えがあるのかもしれない。
仕方ない。俺も行こう。もしもの時には名手様は俺が守るさ。
ありがとう、サンクレット。
何か起きたようだな。
ええ。エオルゼアを脅かしている旧敵。万神が現れようとしているのよ。
Do the Domans know the existence of a primal? Is Zuzaku and Seiryu a primal? Ooh, I don't know. Are they primals? I don't think so. I think they're more like in the category of King Mughal. Ooh, I actually don't know if they're categorized as a primal. Like Byakko. Are they primals? I think they're more like in the King Mughal, like in this in-between category limbo.
You said this when you watched me do it.
Yeah. I think they're in a category limbo.
Banshee.
She says a primal. She doesn't really know the concept of a primal.
私たち暁の血盟はその敵を排除するために動いている。この地を救済するためにね。
I mean, one could definitely be a primal, considered a primal.
私も力を貸そう。皆には世話になっている。少しでも恩を返したい。幸い。
I mean, Lakshmi could be considered a primal as well.
少しでも戦力が必要なの。
Oh yeah, Lakshmi's definitely a primal.
それに、あなたにとっても、エオルゼアが抱える問題を知るいい機会になるかもしれないわね。
But we still have about 25 minutes. Yes, please.
Can I just like ask something or say something? Okay, so if this guy here is a clone, theoretically, possibly, maybe, I don't know yet. Where can I sign up for one? Yes, I know. That's why I'm not mentioning names or anything.
You can't sign up for potential clones that may or may not exist.
I mean, he's nice to look at.
I can't show it. Spoiler territory. Finally, the worst should come to pass. And Leviathan is summoned. Our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that the eventuality is inevitable. Yet so long as there is a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not be idle in your intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. So let's go to Limsa Lominsa, to my Lady Melwhip. And be crushed between her muscly thighs, something like that. No? Oh well. One can dream. Death by Snoo Snoo.
People aren't allowed to dream.
Futurama has told me that death by Snoo Snoo is a very good thing. You're expected. Sup, Melly? Welcome, friends. I take Ishtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's immediate return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, God forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. That Titan so much didn't walk. He appeared, I punched him in the guts, and he fell over. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would like to see with my own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wise of one whose aid I require. But precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Isalif, Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements with the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operating staging point at Scumskull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, and that you might be appraised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falkbrida has charge of the garrison. Alrighty, let's go to Skolkvele. Like so. Thankfully we can teleport, and we are not going to Booty Bay to hop on a ship. That's a reference, I know.
Very true. Very true.
I do like the traveling in World of Warcraft, but if you do it 5 million times, it's kinda annoying. I do like not flying though. If I would not have the flying, I would actually prefer that. But it makes it faster for the stream, so I'm doing it. I've been expecting you, Scionth of the 7th Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Scout in distress. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sepsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe like of this one before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet their return is long overdue. They fear that it may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it's not too much to ask, I would like you to aid us in the search. 5 scouts have ventured into the Sapsa all told. Here, take the flask of restorative to tend those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask you to recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into the enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Alrighty. So, since we are able to fly, let's just fly over everything. In my personal opinion, I've mentioned this in past episodes, I think flying ruins the immersion of an MMO, and flying should have never existed to begin with. So, let's see. There's number 1. Does it make it easier? Yes. Does it make it quicker? Yes. Does it ruin the immersion? Absolutely. Sorry, I did not read this guy, but he probably did some blah 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 along the lines of thank you for saving me. So let's go to the next corner. The next one is down here. So that is a fight, and they are unfortunately dead. So let's use the power of our amazing warrior and just crit them down. And there they go. Warrior short-term DPS is incredible. So obviously we have 2 corpses here. Let's grab these 2. How do they fit into my pouch? We do not ask questions.
Is that something in your pouch, or are you just pleased to see me?
Not too bad. I'll take it. Do you have corpses in your pouch? Or you're just pleased to see me? A limp body or two.
I mean, there's a lot of weird people out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm one of them, but not those kind of people. But I am pretty weird.
My goodness, no. Well,
no, man. It's just like the meme where the woman drinks like some suspicious drink. She's like, no.
yeah, that's pretty much me with you, isn't it? Is that?
Yeah. Nah. Maybe.
Yeah.
You returned, thank the navigator. When I learned that you went into the Serpent's Tongue yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Dear God, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Those are savagery, no bounds. Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what they might have become of the other two who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence that we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. The Gifts of Eternity. That was quite the emote spam from the character. Thrice damned fishback bastards! Say that 10 times in a row. I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 healths. Too late, Fox. Sorry.
I'm saying it to myself. Thrice damned fishbacks.
Peace, Commander.
Thrice damned fishback.
We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass the aetheroid in the depth of the Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready, but we await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance, but we can fly over it, so that kind of breaks the quest. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheroid, eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. Well, that would be genocide. Nice camera angle. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the self-same moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from the offshore. Likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hope of confusing the Sahagin in defensive effort. Izalith and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversions should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Tancred and Yugri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Izalith. Well, 2 spies, good for that, right? And yes, Yugri's job, it's not much of a spoiler, is the ninja which is kind of Thancred's job as well. Thancred, I believe, is a rogue, and Yugiri is a ninja, which is originally a rogue. So, when all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to open to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia, as we agreed. And mark my words, one of the 2 new classes in Evercold is gonna be the Buccaneer, which is Merlwip's class with 2 pistols. Mark my words, one will be the Phalanx, which will be Spear and Great Shield, and we have Merlwip's Buccaneer as a dual pistol wielding, granite throwing, like swashbuckler. So it might be called Swashbuckler, it might be called Buccaneer, but in end effect we're gonna get Malwhip's class with 2 guns. Mark my words. Well, don't leave me. Keep your view, friends. To battle! When last we did fight side by side, Isolith. Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. We get the Phalanx. This will be revealed in about 2.5 weeks as the Berlin Summerfest. And I believe at the Japanese Summerfest, we'll get the Buccaneer or Swashbuckler or any kind. We'll get Merlwip's class. And if I'm right, you need to leave a subscription. And if I'm wrong, you need to leave a subscription as well. A good deal.
What would you be willing to throw in? A Berliner?
No, you get those regardless, unfortunately.
But you've got to give something to the viewers.
Oh, the viewers, they get content. Very simple, they get content.
Good. You didn't try to give me up.
No, no, you guys can have them.
Against you. No, it's too late.
You guys can have them.
No.
We have made the deal that the community can have the fox since the very first episode. So.
No, it's too late.
They'll
just leave you on my. They'll just leave me on your doorstep again.
Action cancelled. You're under attack. Okay. Yeah, I mean. Last time you got a paper box. This time I'm gonna upgrade it to a cartonnage box. So.
Not even a wooden box.
No, you would chew on that, and that would give you nutrients.
But what if it rains?
Then it pours.
No, I'm the one with the pause.
Yeah. You will probably screech at some passerby and they will give you food out of spite. You guys can't see the fox, but she's making faces. Let's do one more Sahagin battle, and I think then it's off to Leviathan, actually. Fox, do you wish to join the Leviathan if we so to fight it?
Sure.
Go. Let's uphold the rule of 3. 2 enemies means single target. Alright. Then we have Ishtola out of breadth. So let's aid her. Pray not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on. Oh, a cute scene. Do you think they work out a lot? Show off their muscles? And Thunkred will most likely.
民間人に国家団誘拐してテンパードにしたのね。
Whee! It's a step back. And there's the dagger of Thunkred. Good throw.
待たせたな。
Cheeky bastard.
There she is with her. There it is, the ninja skills. Because these are the ninja skills. Question is, does she do a mudra? Yes, she does.
東方の戦闘術ってやつかい？やるじゃないか。
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight with you, Giri. That wouldn't end well.
なら俺もお上品に戦うのはここまでだ。
That's, by the way, the gladiator stance, but he's not a gladiator. Oh, look at the slow motion. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Oh. Look at the flip. Look at the slow motion. Gotta have the eye candy, right?
Hmm.
Yugiri does not get slow motion. Let's be very clear about this. And that was Mel Whip. I know the gun. Because her gun also has a unique sound. That was an interesting pose. Way! That was an interesting pose.
散々迷惑をかけてきたんだ。たまにはかっこいいところを見せないとな。
Kakui means cool, so he wants to be cool. Again, the translation doesn't really, like, fit.
我らから海を奪ったヒレなしどもめ。しかしその愚行も今日までよ。今再び我らが水神様を招き、その水流によりヒレなしどもを押し流してくれる。御神よ、
Leviathan, Leviathan.
御神よ。
何をする気だ。
Well, it should be quite obvious if you can see ether. Oh no. Black flash. Flashback.
何？
Flash black.
Flash black. Oh. It's purple echo though.
これが超える力を受け入れるということか。
Nice shot though. Simple shot, just one shot, donks down, doesn't even wait. Okay. Oh, they went full Matrix here.
よっしゃ無駄だ。我は不滅なるものに昇華した。創世の湧水に生まれし青き神よ、起源にて汚れた大地を清めんとする意図高き神よ、水神リヴァイアさんよ、来たりませ。
クソったれ。
Good job. Almost like Scott from Kentucky Ballistics. Which is a very, very good channel, and you should watch it. And there he is, Leviathan. That actually was a semi-difficult fight back in the day. Because the platform was quite special. She didn't say damn at all, she said primal Leviathan.
艦隊が壊滅したとはどういうことだ。リヴァイアさんがそちらに出現しただと。分かった。残存艦を編成して撤退しろ。構わん。餌は海賊どもにくれてやれ。海洋で陽動作戦に当たっていた国家艦隊が万神リヴァイアさんに襲われ大打撃を被ったらしい。リヴァイアさんは西ラノシア沖に移動した。なぜだ。なぜここではなく沖に出たのだ。まさか大海嘯を起こすつもりか。
So will we be getting the Leviathan fight anytime soon, or do we have to postpone it for the next episode? No, it's now. Okay. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise an entire coastal settlement, if his last attempt is at any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated, yet how in the Seven Health are we supposed to prevent it? Well, you got probably me. So, though our plight carries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Limlane herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in his element. In a straight fight, we would make meat and match wood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa to see if we cannot think of one. We shall await you in the command room. So it is more to talk, more to speak, so we'll not fight Leviathan today, which means we're cutting the episode unfortunately short, because I think we would be over timing the episode quite a lot. Thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 48. Next episode is going to be, well, slicing Leviathan steaks for the lot of us. So, thank you very much for watching. You know where to find us if you want to become a Pokemon. Twitch.tv/Hanazaki. If you just want to hang around, LivePlay HZTV on YouTube. We have socials as well. We have the TikTokies and we have the Instas and all of that stuff. That is managed by the Fox right down in this corner over there. Fox, what is the last word of today's stream?
Lysing, Levian, those dragon, sea dragon stakes reminds me of a different time with different stakes.
Yes.
And sinking.
Yes. And Loxley shall forever be remembered. Until the next episode, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.